and every fight. We'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight.
Welcome, warriors, legends, and battle hardened friends from across the digital battlefield. Today isn't just another matchup, it's a war zone, it's a clash of titan, it's the ultimate showdown. This is the Dawn of Unity, brought to you with the fire and fury by none other than God of Death official. Five fearless warriors, one legendary team, locked in combat against an equally hungry squad where every skill card counts and every second could make or break glory. Powered by our production Nexus event and IT Solutions Private Limited, we are bringing you the cleanest cuts and slickest replay and a cinematic experience like no other. Watch every moment live with our streaming partner Router, the platform where legends are made and the games are remembered. Styled to kill and thrilled for thrill, we are geared up by our official sponsor. Get stocked ready the street with the iconic skull logo, the dopest streetwear in Northeast India. Brought to you with the flash, fast, and fearless. Say hello to Inconvenience with Rapido, our proud official sponsor. And when it's time to cash in on the thrill, we swipe smooth with Amazon Pay, your trusted payment partner. Legends will rise, alliances will be tested, and only one team will emerge from the shadow of chaos to busk in the glory of unity. Strap in, squad up. This is the Dawn of Unity, and in this match, we will be opening up with two of the most fearless teams. And yes, guys, before we jump into the draft, let me tell you, this is going to be the land qualifiers. This is going to be determining whether you will be qualified for the land of North with the BO3 against the Team S Sin Esports versus Team Odd Esports. And in the casters deck, it's your homeboy Jeff. Coming alongside me, we have. Oh, why don't you introduce yourself instead of me going around?
Hello everyone, it's Balderdo here, and we will be your casters for this best of three between Divine Sin and Bots. So let's see how it goes.
Yep, definitely. Both the teams I've been hearing about Divine Sins more, but yes, Odd Esports or Oddbots, I have been seeing them a little much on different tournaments, but this is the first time I will be witnessing them. I will be casting for them, and yes, this is going to be a really thrilling episode of matches which are going to be played. A display of best of three matches where either three of the games will be played with equal grounds or either one of the teams will be falling off. And yes, as we jump into the draft, we can already see Team Asin going with the first pick of the first ban as well, with the Iritzel 1-1 and Yushin Shin being banned off. So yeah, Badundun, why don't you go ahead and talk about the draft?
We see a very interesting goal lane focus on both sides. Like you see how many options they're banning out. The one is a really standard ban, but
Uh-huh.
interestingly, they've taken out the Beatrix, the Granger, and the Irithyll. So that's like four marksmen out of your first six
Oh,
bans
yep.
taken out. But they have left the Obsidia open, and I want to see, will they be playing a Moscow against that, or would we be seeing something a little more conventional, like the Clint, who does a decent
Uh-huh.
job in the early game from stopping Obsidia from really getting on form.
Oh,
But in the other hand, they have taken out the R Lord because you do not want to deal with that final slash, and
oh
for
my
good
God.
reason. Very menacing, EXP laner with a lot of sustain and high mobility. And they have countered with Cabignon picking up the Kadita for himself. So let's see, will the Ocean Oddity, survive, or is it going to be Obsidia?
Yep, that's true. That's a questionable thing to be picking off, and that's gonna be the thrilling moment for us since Woopa decided to insta lock on the Obsidia, which is quite valuable since it's a new hero. She will definitely be having the new hero stats with the really, what do we call it, broken stats. But if we look into that, we can see Kabingon going in with the instant lock on the Burst Queen with the lady, none other than the Queen of the Oceans, Kadita, with a really annoying EXP lane hero, which is going to be the CC Easy is back, man. He is going to be a star of the show when it comes to dominating the EXP lane with I Cook Your Rice hovering on the Eudora, but that's pretty much not gonna happen, as we can also see the map is going to be the expanding rivers with Venedetta hovering on the glue. Do you think it's gonna be a lock, or it's gonna be a really inconvenient separation of hero?
I think Glue would be a great option in the EXP
Uh,
lane. While he's not going to necessarily win the lane, he can sustain on those minions better than CC would be able to heal. So with the split, he gives a lot of options for his team to survive. While they have not locked it yet, because they kind of know that, CC has been picked already, they can take their time with the EXP lane. They try to prioritize and pick up that Grok as soon as possible, fearing it will be banned out in the next phase. Because this final pick by the side by
uh,
the red team is going to decide what the tempo of the first game is. And if
that,
you look very closely, Zuzhin with Grok is a very interesting combo because
oh,
normally you pair off Grok with something
uh,
like Zacian, Ceci, or something which has a decent amount of burst to capitalize on his wild charge. But ever
yep,
since
yep.
Grok has got his revamp, the way he's been played, he is a lot more viable with how the new roaming system works too. So he's able to
Mhm.
farm a lot more faster, get his items quicker. And the craziest thing is, we do not know if this Grok is going on the roam or the EXP yet. A very versatile pick.
That's true. That's a questionable pick, like you mentioned, on the Grok, which is going to be a flex pick as well, which he can either go in for the EXP or he can either go in for the roam as well. But nonetheless, we most probably think that it's gonna be on the roaming section. And if we look into the side of team Oddbots, they have came in locked on that Carmilla here, which is going to be a hefty good T player on the a really good strong roaming set, I would be saying, from the Curse of Blood, which is going to be really good. But we cannot ignore that there are two purifies on the side of team assassins here, which is going to be quite the troublesome, since they are the most annoying. They are going to be the main damage dealers of this lineup on the side of team assassin here. If they do not get connected with the Curse of Blood, they will rather be a really annoying, a really big of a nuisance for the side of team Oddbots here. And if we'll be coming back to the bans here, we can see Oddbots banning off the Joy here, which is a really good thing, since Team Assin, they will be lacking on those magical damage here, and to fill that out, they would be needing either a Joy or maybe some other magical damaging assassin here, which they definitely don't have much more options opened up. And coming back on towards our Assin here, they have banned off the Hayabusa, so yes, their backliners are gonna be defended, don't you think?
Well, with the Hayabusa taken out, it's going to be a lot harder for them to really pincer the
Uh,
backline. But at the same time, you see very little crowd control on the red side right now. You only have the Oceans Audit. You have like Kadita with a knockup, and at most you have a single target stun with CC's two-man link up. So you don't have a lot of regularly cyclable group CC, unlike the options that Grok and Zuzhin bring to the table. So they'll have to pick up
oh,
something either that's going to melt down that front line of theirs, someone who can reach the back line, pick out Obsidian, walk out, or a good amount of CC. And right now, uh, I think picking up something, even the Fred jungle will not work because they have picked up the Zuzhin preemptively. So it's not going to be easy to play, a fighter EXP. Maybe an Xborg would work, but it's not worth picking it this early because they're not oddbots have not really exposed. Oddbots have exposed a lot of their side, whereas Sin Esports have not. So the Ruby is being hovered over, and a Fanny by Wabi Sabi.
oh, wait.
A Fanny would actually be a decent option, but there is that Brody, and if he times his, torn apart memory perfectly, he could get that kill.
Yep, definitely. Those skills which should be used up really wisely on the side of Team Oddbots will be counted upon. Every step they make is going to be a crucial part, since their draft mainly depends on a really what do you call it, perfect timing synchronization plays there. So yes, Team Oddbots, they need to make up for the syncs, and for the side of Team Assassins, I would be calling them Assassins rather than Assassins, since it kind of sounds Assassin. So yes, Assassins, Wabi Sabi locking on that Lancelot, a really good hero in my opinion. But to counter it off, Yishin is band of, okay, the Yushinshin is not there, but the Fanny is open up. But then again, I'm not quite a fan of Fanny after those nerves she's been receiving. And coming back, we can also see the Ruby being picked off. There's also a Grok with the wall, which will be a really troublesome for the Fanny to be running upon. So yes, it's gonna be a really difficult situation if they decide to pick Fanny. And on the Alpha here, not a big fan of Alpha in these assassin metas here, rather than going for a Fredrin or a Baksha. That can work out as well. But then again, they have a Zushin here, which can either disrupt them or maybe in some cases just melt the tanks as well when she is definitely getting those snowballs. So yes, Team Oddbots, they decided to lock on the Hanzo, and here comes the last pick, which will be completing the draft from both the teams. On the blue side, we have Team Assassins, and on the side of Team Red, we have Team Oddbots. So, Badundun, what do you think about these picks right now?
I'm actually really impressed with the draft that the side of the blue has come up with. Session Sports, if I'm not wrong, they're doing a really good job with that link up. They have a lot of CC, they have a lot of sustain, and they have a decent late game scaling as such. Well, if you
Uh,
come up with scaling, Obsidia is good, but she will struggle a little by playing that close to a Carmilla or the CC. So their marksman lane it will struggle a little in terms of how much they can really push the tempo in team fights. But as a
uh,
team fight comp, I think they have a much better chance in these up to, like, I think the first 10 minutes is probably going to be their game as long as there are no any major errors. But if the Fanny is able to get a good start, we all know how that goes. A snowball comp,
totally.
if it gets that initial start, is just going to pick up a head of steam. And that's very, very hard to stop, except for the team who's snowballing themselves, because only they can
Uh,
overextend and overcome it and make those mistakes. So, yeah, I'm excited to see whose retribution is going to land true.
Exactly. That's the question now, because every objective will be counting off, every turret being taken down will be forcing either one of the teams to be forced behind the turret, and we are in the land of Dawn with our Hanzo already having the fastest clearance in the jungles with his first kill, which he will be devouring on the buffs, which he'll be letting his little demon to be chewing upon those buffs and receiving the attributes here with our middle lanes already being harassed, Gadita being forced behind the turret already with our Easy is back, having his sweet time on the top lane. Since we know that none other than Woopa, who is on Obsidia, is gonna have a really hard time on having those kills, since she requires a lot on those scalings. But on the Lethal Wanderer, we might be seeing a little bit of those clashes, a skirmish, but they will not be deciding to go for it, as a lot of things will be happening as the game progresses. And on the mid lane, we'll be seeing a little bit of a clash on the middle laners with the mages having those sweet times, but our Kadita will be forced to be backing off with those damages here. So as we look into those battles, don't you think that it's just really odd to be seeing both the teams playing really passive, knowing that either one of the team can go in for the snowballing with the what do we call it, roaming new roaming buffs? Don't you think, Baldudu? Man, sorry about
Yep,
the name.
it is ball to do, yes. But
Sorry about the
Zuzhan
name.
putting in a lot of pressure on, with the pokes, doing a really great job
Uh-huh.
so far with the amount of
Okay.
utility she's bringing in. In terms of the laning phase, I think so far both teams are pretty even, nothing too much to really say. But let's see. I think the turtle is set up really well right now for the
Uh-uh.
blue side. The Ruby has already got onto her lane. Lance is going to be there to cut off any paths. And there it is. Karita is going to be brought back. Will we be getting the first blood?
Oh, here we come with the first blood on the hands of Venedetta with the slice here gets our Kibong being taken down. The fish was taken down in the river as well. So that's the homeland kill coming in on the hands of Team Asins here. And on the turtle, we can already see the jungler being harassed with the Hanzo coming in. But Venedetta will be the one securing the turtle on his hands with the slice here. But he will be going in for more with the wall coming in with the tech charge on it with the Phantom Execution coming in. But Venedetta gets the kill on our Easy is back once again with Wabi Sabi securing the kill on the Carmilla, and we can see another battle on the Liko, who will be getting pulled in with the Zushin's lantern here, and that's pretty much it for our Liko. He was not able to use the yo-yo to get those pretty easy life beams, and yes, there comes with Woopa securing those easy turret goals as well.
And look at that. In just a second, despite Lance not really getting the retribution, it was still secured by his side. So they got the first turtle. They got pretty much the equivalent of a wipeout in that fight, shut down the gold laner,
Exactly.
and
So
allowed their own gold laner to pick up a lot of gold. So I think that is an absolute perfect trade you can have in the early
uh-huh.
game. I mean, you give your team a 2.5k gold lead, and right now both sides are trying to smoke each other out and have a good time in the match. But
Yep.
let's see how side recover, because right now they need that shutdown. But look how much presence Vendetta has right now. There it is, the Ocean's Oddity.
Oh, here comes with the Zushian with the all coming in on towards our Carmilla, and she will be taken down, going for more. Kadita almost being picked off, but runs out of mana. There comes another day which she will be seeing, but our Hanzo using up the shadow will be forced to back off as if he was taken down. He would have been slowed down and maybe being caught off with the Lancelot puncture being used up. But yes, that's gonna be some really interesting team fights which are being put up from the side of Team Ascensia and Team Oddbots. They need to step up their game as they are behind 5 kills, a clean wipeout I will be saying. But here comes the tech charge on our easiest back, might be taken down with the alt of our Obsidia going in for more. But here comes the torn apart memory, will be dealing no damage since no stacks, and Woopa will be securing the kill with the Lord 5 seconds in, and he will be, and the Law and the Turtle will be resurrecting, going for the stun on our Obsidia, but will not be able to do much. Woopa having his sweet time on the snowballing, I cook your rice, staying there trying to get as much chip damage as she can on the turtle. Or before the turtle fight with our Hanzo being caught, will be forced to in with the all of our Ruby goes in with the curse of blood trying to get more, but Woopa will be securing the kill on the Hanzo, goes in for more with the rough waves. Woopa will be taken down, Phantom Execution comes in, I cook your rice, gets the kill on the Carmilla with our Wabi Sabi going for more. Tondros misses, but not misses, I would be saying the Tondros was dodged upon with our Kibo surviving, but sadly our oh man, that was actually good. Liko sacrificed his life for the mage to be surviving. Quite fair, I would be saying, since it's a EXP, don't you think, Baldudu?
For real, man. I mean, it has been a very intense game so far, but it's still swinging in favor of the blue side. That Grok and Zushin duo is providing so much presence to the side of blue team, because by the time CC or even Hanzo is able to reach the the back line, they end up losing. Like, they get poked out or they get slowed down enough that they kind of lose their tempo in the fight. And with the comp that they're running, it is very difficult to regain lost tempo in a fight. They also have very less potential for re-engages outside of the Kadita. So unless Kadita and Carmilla can put off a perfect play, this is not going to look like a fun game for them. And the scoreboard is reflecting
Exactly.
exactly that.
Oh, look at that. We can see a battle in the middle lane as well coming in with our Yuthistlia will be taken in with the ult coming in from the Obsidia. Will not be letting her use any dashes then again. She does not have any dashes, which will be quite the damage being output on her. And here comes the torn apart memory with the tech charge on our Brody. He will be taken down with the kill with the ult of our Ruby. Gets the kill on the hands of Woopa with Liko going in, but the Hanzo's ult being popped upon Woopa being marked down. She will be taken down, but using up her second skill. But the first kill of our Hanzo will be securing the kill on Woopa. CC just trying to deal as much damage on Vendetta as she can, but knowing that she has one of the strongest spell vamps with her skills, every stack she gains, man, she is gonna be much more stronger, don't you think, Baldudu? With the team fight being produced, but before that, we'll be seeing Lancelot going for the purple buff with the Hanzo coming in, the red tree battle being put upon, but Lancelot is just there to be poking out the red tree, but he does not know that Hanzo does not have the red tree, as we'll be coming in to the turtle fight, which is going to be really intense. It will be asking upon, as we can see the battle already putting out, Vendetta giving out a huge zoning out from her side with the Lancelot coming in with the puncture, with the curse of blood might be coming in, but no, here comes Robbie Sabi with the ult of
And
our Ruby
there's
coming
the
in
set.
with the curse of blood on the backside with the rough waves coming in, but will not be able to do much. Our Lancelot using up the punctures, trying to go in as much, deal as much damage as he can, but Robbie Sabi, he is just forced to back off with the torn apart memories. He will be securing the turtle though, but no, it will be the easiest back, securing the turtle on his hands with the basic attack, and Rico will be pushed back with the wall, and he will be isolated from his team, taken down. The flick of all coming in from the Ruby catches 2 people with Yutsisla being taken down, and wait, look at that, cook your rice, he really marked down, but Hanzo having no damage, not able to do much as he will be forced to back off. Oh my, the team fight being produced by Asins. Baldu, look at the battles, man, that's just intense for now.
Definitely, and look at how much present Vendetta is having in this game. He's completely relying on his Lancelot to provide the lane clearing support for him so that he can show his presence in that match. And you can clearly see how much of the impact he's having right now. baiting out all the crowd control, doing every single thing he needs for his team. On the bot side, there is a little skirmish going on. I don't think anything's going to come out of it. The Phantom
Oh,
execution is
exactly.
going to clean up Easy is back and send him back to the base. The scoreboard right now 16-3, and that goal lead is just shooting upwards of the 6K mark right now. And look at that.
Exactly.
Once again, there is just
Oh,
no escape. Lance is just cleaning up. He is free farming right now, and there's the
oh.
hook.
That's the hook from the Ruby, catching two people but unable to do much as team Oddbots. They decided to back off, but Venedita does not want to let Liko fall off that easy as well, since he was too slippery. Woopa almost looking at his full stacks with the battle coming in on the middle lane. The rough waves following up. Freeze follows on our Utesla, but our Liko will be the one taking down. The puncture comes in. A really smooth Shing Shing with our Wabi Sabi comes in, gets the kill with the Thorn Rose, finishes him off. Easy is back, getting his tags. Will be using up the Torn Apart memory, gets the kill on Cook Your Eyes, the shutdown finally, which was waiting upon, and our Brody might be getting those snowballing moments finally with our Wabi Sabi being marked down by the Hanzo, but he will be using up the Thorn Rose with our Grog just using up his first kill to be dealing just enough damage that Hanzo will be forced to back off. But then again, if you ask me, Hanzo, he does not have enough damage to even begin with our Grog coming in, using up the wall, trying to get a tech charge, which he will be connected with the 1000 crit damage on his hands. Lancelot coming in with a puncture, using up the Thorn Rose, but will not be able to secure the kill. The execution is not there, but he finally goes in, gets the head of our Brody as he just want to get more, but no, he will be forced to back off. Grog using up his first kill. The Love Wave follows up with Woopa using up the all, but Lancelot does not want to retreat much. Venedita comes in with the follow up with the second skill with the all. Hook as well with the Phantom execution finally being used up. The Godlike on the Wabi Sabi. Cook Your Rice gets the kill on the Carmilla. Kadita as well following up with her death. The killings beyond the Venedita. Hanzo being the one only left alone, which he will be surviving with almost no HP to his name. So Baldudu, how are you liking the executions from the side of Team Essence here?
And I think this is what you see, the importance of that crowd control, because they have nobody who they can initiate with. You only have a Carmilla who has a set, and that's pretty easily dodged. You have the Lance with the immune, you have the Grok with his immunes, so it's very easy for them to distance themselves. And look how aggressive the positioning is right now. I mean, that was a very risky play coming in from Easy, and he ended up paying the price for it, stepping out a little too far when the game is already so far gone. And yup, that's it. They're cleaning up. They're picking up two people right as the Lord is gonna pop up in the next 5 seconds. Obsidia at this point is just diving all the way in. Nearly picks up that kill, and they're gonna be cleaning up these turrets by the time the Lord is gonna march up the top side. And looking at the itemization, nothing really interesting coming out from both sides, except for a very early Winter Crown being picked up by the Carmilla. I was quite surprised by that pick. I expected maybe a Radiant because of how much poke that Zuzhan is putting on to her. And meanwhile, off cam, Obsidia picks up another kill. That is the 5th death for the Kadita. For someone with that much crowd control immune and her suffering this much, you kind of understand the kind of menace that these guys are bringing, Sashin Esports are bringing to the game. Lord marching from the top side. The sync is set up very well. It's a 2-lane sync. The mark is going to be perfect, and a monster kill.
Yes, the monster kill on Liko finally comes in with the Lord marching on the top lane. Our Karmi being picked up on with the Thorn Rose getting the kill. Hanzo trying to get as much damage as he can, trying to get down the Lord, which he will be successful on with the Ruby trying to deal as much damage, but the Kadita's Rough Wave dealing almost no damage. The Thorn Rose is too much. He is fed upon the point that his Thorn Rose is enough, with the Phantom Institution following up. Gets the kill on the easiest back with the easiest kill on his life. Hanzo just managed to recall. He has accepted his fate, but our Wabi Sabi, he tried to play a Wabi Sabi, but he had a Thorn Rose, but this time he will not be able to. Wabi Sabi secures his death on this match here, but the round is too much of anything to be handling on the side of Team Oddballs here, with the 24 kill lead on the hands of Team Assassins here. Not that good, as the 9k gold lead also follows on their hands with the Lord coming in 50 seconds. Baldudu, do you think the next Lord will be the end?
We have seen, surprisingly, despite the amount of gold lead, they've only lost one turret to the Lord's charge, which is actually quite an impressive defense. Both their inhibitors, they have 2 other inhibitors still standing strong with a decent chunk of HP. All they need to do right now is wait for, Wabi Sabi and team to make mistakes, because we saw that they got a little too confident. The land started recalling in the base, and that gave a free shutdown to the Hanzo. And that's the last person you want to give the shutdown to, because Hanzo does not need to wait for an initiate like the rest of the team. He can go start off his fight from all the way from his base and, kind of really disrupt the formation that these guys are fielding. So Station Esports has to be very careful with this because they don't want to get
That's
caught
true.
in the trap of
Yep, that's true. But we'll be having a little bit of the technical issue on the hands of team, on the hands of Baldudu. But the Lord will be secured by Wabi Sabi on the team Essence here, as we'll be seeing they already charging upon the team fight here with our Brody just trying to deal as much damage. He will be forced to flicker on with the Curse of Blood following up, and the battle just comes in. The easy is back being taken down by Wabi Sabi. Hanzo being forced back here with the rough base following up, catching no one. The punctures coming in, but will be not securing any kills as the Thorn Rose misses. He almost got two people, but sadly the Thorn Rose was not successful. But it was enough to make the team bots, even what do we call it? Odd bots, man. Their names it's to tongue twister in my opinion, but they have managed to use up all the resources, and this time it's not going to be that easy to be defending the Lord with Wabi Sabi having his items already and him the full HP. We can see Carmilla being dropped really low, the wall coming in, and the Ruby goes in for the damage, but the Lancelot going on the backside. Kadita being taken down, the Thorn Rose being used up, the Hanzo does not want to let go, but the base being marked down, and the Nexus is taken down on the hands of Team Assassins here as they secure the first game of the BO3. The Oddbots, they need to step up the game. The way they were executing was just a little bit too passive, and we can see Assassins playing a little, not a little, but a really, really aggressive play, and they managed to snowball to the point. Team Oddbots, they weren't able to make it out. Easy comeback here. So, Baldudu, what do you want to say about the game?
Well, I think the results speak for themselves. A very smooth draft and a brilliant execution of the game. They did not try to force outnumbered fights. They always tried to pick up a number advantage as soon as possible. Vendetta kind of faded off towards the late game, but that's simply because he filled his role in the early game. The Ruby was the catalyst for their snowball by providing that extra number, extra, damage soak in the fights for Lance to actually free roam. And whenever Lance was running low on gold, he just went to the bot side, cleaned up a turret, and went back in. And that adds up. That macro difference by having an extra member in the first 4 5 team fights was the
Mm-hmm.
difference that led them to, get this snowball. Because
Yep, exactly. The way they were executing the game, the way they were not
a
taking
very clean
any.
game,
Yep.
a very clean game, and we will be heading on to game two after a short break.
Yes, peace out, guys.
In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies, heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night.
Good evening, guys. Welcome back with the next match, the game 2 between Team Oddbots versus Team Asins here. And yes, the previous game we saw Team Asins win, and I would like Baldudu to just give us a little recap about the previous game.
And in the previous match, we had a very interesting, it's more of an interesting game. It was a very interesting draft coming out. A very clean sweep towards the end, a very quick game. Despite a great defense coming in from the side of Oddbots, it was just not enough for them to hold on to that game one. And now we're in game two, and match point is secured by Assassin Sports, Station Sports.
Uh-uh.
So they will be moving in for that clean sweep. But let's see how that goes.
Exactly. As this is going to be the second game, the drafting is going to be mattering a lot with everything we'll be seeing upon with Team Oddbots having the stream, what do we call it? Having the pressure on their heads now, as even if a single loss is done on their side, they will be getting eliminated from this tournament, and it is going to be the end of their journey while they need to win two games to be or in order to just make up a huge comeback in this in this Dawn of Unity tournament. And yes, as since they need, I would be just calling them assassins, they need to get just one more win, but if they make even the slightest mistake, it's gonna be a really crucial matter for them. But as we'll be coming back to the draft, look at that, Baldudu. Okay, as we come into the drafting phase, we can already see the Grok being banned off alongside Zushin. Okay, Baldudu, why don't you just
My
go
bad.
ahead, give us the
Yeah.
introduction on the bans?
Yeah, I was actually muted, so I didn't realize I was not speaking.
Oh,
But yeah,
why?
if you look at that, I mean, literally everything that was being picked in the last game, instantly, that mid duo, which was the actual, the masterpiece of Sessions Esport, has been taken out. The Grok and the Zuzhan, both not going to be played in this match of the Land of Dawn. Meanwhile, the other bands, Obsidia is also being taken out. So Sessions
Uh-uh.
does not want to have a taste of their own medicine.
Oh my
But
God.
the other three bands are pretty much the same from game one. The Arlord, YSS,
Uh-uh.
and the 1-1. So what do you think they're gonna pick up? Because this time the Beatrix, the Granger, Irithyll, all
Oh,
of these are
yep.
open. So
Yep.
what do
Now
you
that
think
you
they're gonna
remind
pick?
me. Yes, now that you remind me, the previous game we saw almost around 4 to 5 marksmen being banned off, but here comes on the side of Team Oddbots, the Farsa being picked open, the picked off on the Farsa, which can definitely be countered off by a Gatot Kacha, don't you think, Baldudu?
Yup, I mean, like, it is a very risky pick to take up the Farsa this early, but maybe
Oh, as I said.
yup, there it is, right? You mentioned the Gatot Kutch and the Kadita, two really great options to catch off that Farsa. But if they play this right, they could kind of, use a Farsa as a bait pick and, play off something with a better pick off. Like, since the Grok
Uh-uh.
is not there, you need to probably play something like the Fredrin on the jungle because the Zuzhan is banned out. So you could pick up the Fred, you could take up the Bakshir, and
Mm,
you could basically isolate that Gato or Kadita every time they jump in, and
yep.
slow them down and pick them off. So that is an option, but I know that's a very
Uh-uh.
risky play. I did not expect that far. So pick. I actually expected an marksman trade like Irithyll Beatrix or Irithyll
Oh
Granger,
my.
something like that.
Yep,
Anything but this.
definitely. Yes, that's true. Now that you talk about the Beatrix, yes, Beatrix definitely requires a lot of mastery on her as well as the game senses. And if we look into that, we have Irrital open now, so they can either go for it. But looking into that, the hard guard will be here. The unlimited hard guard I would be recommending as the cooldown on her, man. She is just too OP for now. Following up with the Xbox, don't you think a Esmeralda is incoming on the side of Team Assassins?
The Esme. Okay, let's just see. Yep, the Esme. Actually, the Esme is a risky
Oh,
pick at this
yeah.
point because even if you do pick up the Esmeralda,
Uh-uh.
you will lose out a little on the CC, and that's not. I don't think Station Sports likes to play that kind of game. They like a lot of CC because we saw Vendetta in the previous game. The Esmeralda was open. It was a great pick, but he still opted to go for the Ruby instead.
Yep. I
So
mean, uh-huh.
maybe
Yep,
the
definitely. I mean, the way you said the Ruby, right? A Ruby can definitely be picked off on the EXP as well as a lot of heroes. So yes, but if we look into that, we can see a Granger being picked off as banning of the Irithel, a really smart move, Baldudu, as we can see. Okay, but as we'll be coming back to the draft here, to the banning phase, we can see the Irithel being banned off as well as the Hayabusa. And on the side of team Oddbots, they came in with hot bans as well, with the Lancelot as well as the Joy. Oh my, again the Joy ban. They do not want to give our Whoop, they do not want to give our Wabi Sabi the taste of using the Joy's champion skin, like we said, the Sigma boy. Ah man, that tune is just stick to my head. Even if I try to unthink about it, it does not. It just comes right back, and we'll be coming to the picking phase with our sessions having the taste of our first pick on the second drafting phase here, as the 30 seconds left on the clock. Vendetta will be locking on the CC here. So yes, she or he is going to be a menace on the EXP lane with any tanky EXP heroes, which are going to be not tolerated, neither are they gonna get the chance to be even enjoying the time on the EXP, and they will be bullied really brutally, I'll be saying, as we'll be coming back to our oddbots having their last two bans. So let's see what is it going to be. Okay, guys, I think Baldudu,
Yep.
my
Yep,
co-caster.
yep.
Oh, you're
Yep,
here
I'm
finally.
finally back. I'm finally back. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, I thought you got
Yeah, I
disconnected.
got pulled into a different channel. So yeah.
Oh my
Yep, the
god.
joy taken out. Again, the Erithiel is not gonna be present. And I actually really expected these guys to pick up say odd bots to pick up the Erithiel, because it would have been a great option for them to survive the kind of rush these guys bring in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look at that. The Headed and Roger being picked off. What do you think about it, Baldudu?
The Roger pick. I mean, there's zero CC on the side of oddbots. Once again,
I
it's
mean,
just no crowd control, and that's a very risky game they're playing. While Sessions Esports also has negligible crowd control, uh,
uh-huh.
I think this time it would actually work because they have slow chains. You have the Borg on slow, you have the Angela on slow, but all of these picks need at least two items to get online, except
So
for
yeah.
maybe the Xborg, who needs just a war
Oh,
axe.
Amon.
So
Wait. Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, Yamon is a very interesting choice. I mean, a very, very interesting choice because any of the hard guard or the love waves that Angela sends out is going to
Uh-huh.
be
Uh-huh. Yep. Definitely. Those are going to be a little bit of the trouble on the hands of team. Uh, Odd bots here, because the odd bots, they have decided to go in for those odd picks once again, which are not going to be really necessary, I would be saying, since they are heavily relying on those items. So yes, the scaling is going to be there, but then again, this is just the 40% game. The 60% is left on the execution, and you guys are watching the Dawn of Unity, as we'll be jumping in the land of Dawn in a few minutes. And yes, guys, this tournament is being brought to you by God of Death, none other than the God of Death official. And this is going to be a land tournament as well. The dates are not fixed yet, as it will be announced shortly in a few days or so. But as soon as it's out, remember, guys, to get yourself the ticket, get yourself the free time to attend the land, and we'll be jumping in the land of Dawn in a short time. By then, Baldudu, what do you want to say about the draft?
well, once again, this draft is again very, very interesting draft coming out from both teams because this is not a conventional 5Q style draft. So if this
Exactly.
game drags on to the 10-minute mark, I think the Harith is the one who could like really clutch it up for them. And there it is. We're in the land of Dawn, folks. The game has begun, and already Gatotka's moving over towards the blue
Oh,
buff.
exactly. The abusing of the roaming equipment, man. They are just using it up really wisely, I would be saying. But the Angela, man. We know that Angela won't be able to do much, especially with the flicker. So, yes, look at that, the mid lane.
And I think that was the biggest complaint for us, like when we play like these solo or duos, that why is the
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yep, but looking into that, we can see the mid lane having a little bit of the skirmish here, with our Roger being forced back and our Angela dropping really low already. Woopa taking the sweet time on towards the goal lane, not want to do much about anything, as the mid lane also having a little bit of the easier time here, as the Zushin was banned off. The previous game, the Zushin definitely played out a huge role in terms of the mid lane rotation gap, I would be saying.
The Granger is in a risky position right now. Three people moving onwards to him. Meanwhile, Gato is just trying to, poke out and show vision. And surprisingly, I expected it was going to be the right away.
Uh, yes, yes. Sadly, Baldudu is having a little bit of the. Wait, is it me or Baldudu who's having a little bit of technical issue? But yes, guys, as we'll be coming in towards the battle, on towards the bot lane, we can see a little bit of the skirmish happening between the gold laners. But the turtle is here. The turtle will be having those clashes, as we'll be seeing our Roger already having the head start on towards the turtle. Our Ammon coming in for the kill on towards our Cubbing gun here. He will be taken down with the red tree coming in. Recon will be the one securing the last insanity being popped upon as well. But our Ammon will be securing the double kill on his name. Our Xbox also being forced to be going back to the base without even recalling. This is the power, just die. You don't need to recall. But the Angela coming in, but she will be taken down, man. Cook your rice. The rough waves are just too rough for the little doll Angela for now.
And they're getting pushed back in so much. I mean, that's the thing I was saying. You have nothing in the early game to really stop these guys from walking towards you. There's nobody to really stop the CC apart from like maybe Farsa with her entire kit. So yeah, that's the same thing we're seeing again and again. They're really struggling under the lack of crowd control, because the crowd control is not just initiation tool, but it's also a safety net for your team. The reason the opponents get a little wary about approaching you is when they know that, okay, if I dive in a little too deep, I'm going to get stunned and locked down, and then they're going to burst me down. But when there's nobody to stun lock you, you can walk without any worries. And that's exactly what's happening. I mean, look how deep Gato is walking in, because he knows no one can really catch him off for more than a few seconds.
That's true. And especially with the AOG, like you've mentioned, it'll be really squishy. I mean, really slippery. But we can see the rough waves coming in. Roger almost being taken down, but he survives. The Angela's heal makes him survive just enough to be seeing another day. The HP recovery, man, it would have been a death for our Roger. But the bot lane, we can see the kill on our Herod. Sadly, the Zaman force was not enough to be giving him the shield, and he was taken down. Easy is back. You will be back in a few more minutes, in a few seconds after you've died, and you will be needing to respond. But the mid lane having the clash with our Angela's hard guard being used upon, and our Farsa will be flying on towards the sunset, just living the life in paradise. I mean, it's not going to be the paradise in a few minutes once that fish catches you trying to run off in the trees as well. But coming back towards the turtle fight, as we can see Liko already starting off the turtle, cooking him up with his flames. But will it be enough with the Roger coming in? The Zaman Fort being popped up, the rough waves coming in with our easiest bag being marked upon, and he will be taken down. Roger's Lincoln will be trying to go in, but Whoopa, being the whooping guy, he's just getting the kills, trying to secure as much as he can. The triple kill follows on his hands as the Maniac being stolen upon by Venedetta, and the Ammon securing another kill. We can see a really early wipeout, even before the 5-minute mark. The wipeout coming in, man. This match is just gonna be one-sided, it feels like.
Exactly, and that is what's happening. It's the same mistake being committed twice, and you will be punished for the third time. You're not gonna get that chance again and again. Eventually, you will be punished for the mistakes that you've made, and that is exactly what's happening. And right now, they're not even giving them a chance to take a breath. Like, every single objective is being stolen. And then finally, there is a shutdown. Roger gives them a hope with their first kill in the game. Will he get picked off? He survives.
Oh my. There was a sudden kill coming in, but if we look into that, we can see the Ammon going for a really good mark on the mage, and she will be taken down with the last insanity being popped upon. He will be securing the shutdown on Wabi Sabi. We can see Team Oddbots taking up those kills, getting up those bounties on their hands. They will be securing those items gap in a really short amount of time, with our Zaman Force being used upon the bot lane being taken down, since we can see Whoopa was not there to defend for now. But Venedetta, she is just running around. Look at that, Baldur.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's just like, really relaxed right now. But then the Harith, the hard guard, gonna get used up. Will he survive? I guess not. This taunt is too much. And another cleanup for the side of Sensi Sports. It's surprisingly, the mid turret has not fallen yet, despite all that gold lead shifts, the amount of kills that Assassin Sports have picked up, Station Sports have picked up. That mid lane is still standing strong. Oddbots holding on, giving it their very best. But
Oh,
will it be
lethal?
enough? Will that hard god keep him alive? No, it will not.
No. He will not be able to stay alive for now, as we also saw Amon securing the kill, and Easy is back being taken down on the off-screen. The bot lane still having the skirmish of their life, with the turtle being secured by Wabi Sabi, and the bot lane will be forced to retreat by the side of Team Oddbots. They lost too many of their members. They were dropping their own teammates' bodies just for a little bit of those moments which they had, but sadly, Team Sessions, they are just too strong for them. They are just too good in this time of synchronization, as well as with the gold lead and the hard guard being used for absolute no reason. I would be saying with Benedetta, literally just taunting them with the spamming recall, and we can see Easy is back, knowing that there are people, they are teammates, and we can see Galakacha coming in with the rough waves following up, and the kill comes on our Cook Your Rice. Easy is back, securing the kill with the middle lane, having a little bit of a skirmish with Wabi Sabi forced to back off.
Okay, and they're gonna back off a little for now. They're holding on to that mid lane still, and that's all they need to do right now. They just need to hold on, maintain that high ground. They need to get as much gold as they humanly can. Just push that game and delay it for as long as they can. Because once
Uh-huh.
Harith starts getting up his items, once Farsa, right now she's already picked up the glowing wand,
Look at
and
that.
that is a big boost for them. And right now they're just farming style points at this point. Station Esports does not want gold, they want aura, and they're doing exactly that. They do not. The gold
Oh
lead is
my
shifting up. There is an engage
god.
possible, Jeff.
Yes, here comes the engage with the feather airstrike following up. The last insanity coming in, but Argato will be using the AOG to run off with the Amon coming in. The Wabi Sabi gets the kill on Lincoln with the shards as well following up. Gets the kill. Woopa just secures the kill with those piercers, as well as the Death Sonata just securing the kill left and right, dropping bodies with those bullets. The cosmic
Oh
bullets, I would
my
be saying the
god.
triple kill as well. Easy is back using up those dashes, but will he be able to survive? The Purify being used up. The Zaman Force as well coming in, but he will not be living another day. He will be taken down by those waves of our Kadita. I mean, you are in the area where Kadita can just mark you down pretty easily, but yes, Easy is back. He's doing his job. Don't you think, Baldudu?
I mean, man, it's just tough. Another wipeout. And look how dangerous
Oh,
these
Amon?
bushes actually are. Because you can see the way they're camping there. Those bushes really be
Exactly.
dangerous. The way he's gonna walk out without getting punished after making
Man,
that
these
play.
people. Oh, wait, Rough Waves coming in on a Roger, and he survives. He just decides to use the Lincoln transformation and just run away on his life with the Angela's Hard Guard, man. The Lord is here, though.
I mean, it's a jump scare simulator at this point for oddbots.
Oh, wait, the way
The
you
way the
mentioned
way
it.
they're every bush they pop into, there is a Kadita waiting. If not, there's an Amon waiting. And the worst part is you can't escape them because of the amount of gold they are on right now. Look
Exactly.
how the Borg is getting melted. He has a hard guard on him and he has
Oh,
lost his Paraga armor. And that's the set!
here comes the AOG with the battle coming in on our with the last insanity following up on our Woopa here, but will he be surviving? Yes, the last insanity is not enough to be taking down our Woopa, but the Cook Your Rice comes in, secures the double kill. Easy is back trying to deal as much damage, but the Roger will be coming in, finally taking down another kill on his team. The 3 kill lead is here, but no, Woopa being the hooper, he will be taking up those kills pretty easy, don't you think, Baldu? Oh
The
my
Death
man.
Sonata is playing the melody of despair to Oddbots right now, as the turret shield is going to be exposed on the top side. The mid turret is also going to lose its holy shield. And right
That's
now,
true.
Danger wants to, seal the deal right now. He just really wants to take the end. The Lord marches down the top. There is a little skirmish going off cam on the
Oh,
bot side. Amon gets very low,
oh,
and
enemies?
they've conceded defeat.
Wait, what? Huh?
Okay,
Wait,
that is very anticlimactic.
exactly. That's actually really like we don't see this usually on the tournaments. I mean, surrendering on the tournament, you gave up in this, huh? Wait, why?
Okay, oh my god, okay. I was expecting maybe they could drag it on for another Lord, but
Exactly.
I mean, it is not a pretty sight. I mean, they have 10 times the kills, Station
Mm,
Esports against
that's
Oddbots.
true. That's true. 10 times the kill. After that, we can also see the dangerous grasses being used up really wisely. The way they are hiding in those bushes, not letting what do we call it, odd bots even get the chance to be recovering. Oh man.
I
Surrendering,
mean, like,
yes, definitely. Yes,
yeah.
surrendering was. Valid. I mean, the way they were getting gapped in every single bushes they even tried to step on. There was either Ammon, there was either the Granger even was playing like an ambusher. The way he was just hiding in the bushes, man.
And it's basically a very well-deserved MVP, a massive performance coming out by the Granger. And we
Mhm.
can see why he was being banned out. Definitely a beautiful performance coming in. And with that, it's a clean sweep in favor of Station Esports, and they will advance. Whereas this is going to be it for Oddbots.
Yes, guys. And with this, you guys are watching the Zone of Unity brought to you by God of Death. And we'll be taking a short break with the next match and the next deck of casters. And yes, guys, the next match is going to be between five Valiant singles versus Team TKY. And with this, we are taking a short break. Peace out.
In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. legends rise. Battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. Legends rise. Battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight we'll stand together, united in might. we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. legends rise. Battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. Hear the crowd roar as we engage. Every moment written on history's page. Champions born from sweat and tears. Together we'll face our deepest fears. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. So here's to victory and dreams come true. In this dawn, it's just me and you. Let's make our mark, let's light up the night. Together as one, let's win this fight. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stand together, united in might. In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies. Heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash From the jungles to the lanes we roam, fighting fiercely to claim our home. With strategy sharp and teamwork tight, we'll conquer all in this epic night. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to, of course, Dawn of Unity. And we're going to be, of course, heading back into the best of series matches. And, of course, we'll have to mention our partners and our sponsors. Of course, it is presented by none other than God of Death, not official. Just kidding. And production partner is, of course, Nexus Events and IT Solutions Private Limited. And our streaming partner is Router. It's a streaming platform, so do check it out as well. And our official sponsors, it's Get Stoked, and of course, we also have Amazon Pay as our payment partner and Rapido. And you all know what Rapido is. It takes you from one point to another. But let's see if these teams can get to this round to the next one. It's going to be, of course, TKY versus Five Island Signals, is it? Or if I'm not wrong, it should be Yama Sports and the Humans. But we will soon find out on the teams. But so far, of course, your caster, myself, I'm back again. Myself, Ray, and I'm joined by, of course, this beautiful lady beside me, Asuya. Damn, it's been such a while. I've casted with a female. I forgot what one looks like.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
this is
I'm just kidding,
it's
guys.
just like
I know because I have a female behind me always.
of course when there is ocean, how can you ever be lonely or single, Ray? And that is exactly why no girl ever approaches you either. So
Damn.
might want to consider that. And yep, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you tonight to this series. This will be, just like Ray said, pretty exciting, pretty good matches today. And the teams are already up, the band is already set up. And Ray, since it's been quite a while, and I'm lucky since I get to cast with you after months. So whichever team bans out or picks Grok gets to be my favorite team.
Wow. That's crazy. But to be fair, Grok has been pretty meta lately. So no surprises there why he's a really beloved pick right now. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Dawn of Unity is a LAN qualifier. So these teams, they're of course they are contending to be in that, what is it? In that LAN, man, because if they got to be there, they got to get into the top two. We, of course, have top two from the Roma Showdown, and we also have two teams from the female tournament as well. So with it, it's going to be really, really interesting. Well, anyways, let's see what the draft is going to be. And okay, that's 3 bans. Huh. Is it? Why is it only banning? Oh, okay, my bad. There's 1 slot open. It's the space for the coach. My bad. It's a space for the coaches. Unfortunately, India does not have the coach scene developed just yet.
And if you need a coach, Ray is out open, guys. Do go ahead and ask him. I think he might want to coach a team or not. But regardless, we do see Baksha being picked up. That's the first pick, I would say, one of the best right now because Angela is the meta. And meanwhile, when they pick up, there's this classic Baksha as well as the Angela combo coming up, but then the other side just knows it, they deny it since Angela has been picked up already. And I would say having an Angela in this meta in this season, it's like 70% guarantee to your win since the ultimate cooldown is crazy low.
They got the Baksha though. Baksha is just really crazy anti-heal. So that is something that they have to consider as well. But let's just see what the next pick is going to be because there's still CC is not open, but the Esmeralda sure is, and so is the Bane. Lately, getting the buff, and 100% this goes into that gold lane because gold lane Bane is something that they are using.
Well, it is, of course, and I would say one of the best picks against an Angela because she soaks a lot of damage right now. One of the best picks in the EXP, considering even CC has been banned away, and she even breaks away a lot of more EXP. And a lot can be a consideration for them right here, but then again, a lot of tankiness in the hands. So how do they repel that? Going up for a Nathan, do you think this will work out?
Nathan is usually not that good against the Baksha, but It depends upon the scaling and everything. We'll have to wait out actually to see the other gold laner, because most of the time gold laners actually depend on how good they're winning their own lane, right? So we'll have to wait out for that one. But let's just see. Let's just wait, because so far we're gonna be moving to the second phase of the bans. And what options there's still left? Okay, the side of Thikebai, they need to ban out the jungler. Okay, funny. This is kind of funny. They gotta ban out the EXP laners. They already have the all EXP laners, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's just see what their strategies are gonna be happening. There we go. First ban comes in. It's gonna be the Harriet, of course. The Nathan really dislikes other magic damage dealers, so they're gonna be going with the Harriet ban. Most likely, the next one should be, if they want to go for it, it can be a Claude. I think they can just ban out Marksman. What do you think, Asiya?
Well, it might be possible. Even Obsidia, like if it's allowed, she might even be there on the list because I would say she's pretty OP towards the late game. And considering that Kato is one of those heroes who literally counters out a fast attack speed marksman right there, they might be looking forward to something like that. But yeah, the last two bans up. Although, um, you know, in the EXP lane, nothing much. Maybe a Yuzhong, since Lapu is already banned away, or even a Terizla works out for them. Might be among those two.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's just I think, it's been a while since I've, especially 5 violent singles, if I'm not wrong. That team is like, I'm not sure who they are. I don't really recognize any of them either. So, because of that, I'm very unfamiliar to what they are drafting. But what is that last one? Okay, Kadita.
Karita.
That's interesting. Nathan is not exactly threatened by Kadita. Maybe the Angela is, right? So maybe because of that, they're gonna go with it. Let's just see. Let's just wait. Okay, Xborg ban is a good one. Wait, no, Xborg ban is not a good one. Xborg is a jungle, 100%. Unless they have done the research, check their profiles or something. But still, it's a best of 3 series, round of 32. So anything can happen in the second game as well, or if it goes into a third one. TK though, they're more well known. So because of that, we might see something else tonight. What do you think, Asuya? Right now, the side of 5 violence. Wow, singles. Damn, violent singles. You don't want to be messing with that.
Well, of course, you might even join them, considering them. But yeah, it is a Gunimir. Well, I would say a pretty okay pick against an Esmeralda, although she might be able to, do something. But then if Esma just goes in for the Purify, or maybe like she will be pretty much tanky enough towards the late with the Radiant as well as the Athena. So Guinevere, I don't think so will be able to do much. And considering like there's so much burst, so much squishiness in the hands of Team Violent singles right now. And the thing is that they might even win out in the early or even towards the mid, but when the Baksha, Esma and all, they keep getting their tankiness, they keep getting those equipments, it will be really hard for them. Especially just look, 3 magic damage dealers, and that might even be something worth, something for Nathan, a problem for him.
Guinevere is good in jungle. I don't like her on the EXP lane at all. So yeah, there we go. Claude comes in. This is why I was actually mentioning the Claude. What did Dishin pick? Damn, can't see that, but hopefully we can see it in the game. But yeah, damn. Minotaur for some reason became Natalia tonight, guys, and he decided to disappear. That's broken, bro. Imagine an invisible Minotaur. that is low-key broken, but yeah.
With how OP right now with the grass and all it has become, Natalia, I would say, for the roam and the changes with the roam, might even consider adding the transformation just like Valentina's art, that suddenly she becomes Minotaur.
But yeah, Minotaur finally decided his passive of invisibility is gonna be, going away. But here pops Uranus. Okay, right now I can give the judgment of the draft. So far, TK Bhai, actually that's the Jungle Bane. Not the best, but it works. TK Bhai draft looks way better. They're more tankier, but one weakness, mid game. It's more mid game-ish. 5 violent singles, it's more late game draft. So there's a good chance that they can pull off a comeback if they get dominated. But even if the developers right now, recent patches, they have given a lot of like ways for you to make those comebacks, I don't think it's that easy unless you have a goal laner that can make the comeback. And on the other side, they do have the Nathan, but we'll have to wait out. And with it, the draft is done. Asuya, what's your opinion on that?
Since there is a lot of tankiness in the hands of THK or TCAP High, so I'm considering we might see some invade into Lancelot's jungle because I would say Lancelot is one of the double S tier jungler right now. But then again, will he be able to farm? If you don't let him farm, if you don't let him get the snowball, he doesn't get the damage. And as a result, you just lose out that game. And since you really need a lot of gold, since Nathan is already a late game hero, so highly depends in the early 2 minutes of the game, right?
Absolutely. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcome into the land of Dawn. This is also Dawn of Unity. This is going to be the first match of this best of 3 series, and we're going to be jumping between these two teams, THB, and of course on the other side, 5 violent singles. Pretty funny that they pick up the Angela, one of the heroes that is considered not to be single. But yeah, let's just see how this match plays out. Who gets that first blood? Loving the production work. It just looks so good, right? Anyways, poking and stuff happening all across the map. Let's just wait for the first blood.
Yeah, definitely. But look at the Guinevere already jumping up upon our Minotaur in a really low HP. Manages to flicker away or not, but Guinevere still goes ahead and takes the first blood away. But might get sandwiched between a lot of people. Nathan all the way from top lane just to give some. Okay, 2-man knockout coming in once again along with the rest of the members and just moves away with a dash from the second skill. Wait, Moksha goes in, doesn't want to give away that kill with a lot of damage coming up, and Showmage will be getting that kill on Zigzag right now. But look at the Uranus all the way from the bot lane, a lot of contention happening. You just don't want to give up those kills, and with this Moksha on really low HP, Esmeralda also just trying to follow up with the Uranus, and with this one kill in their hands though, might still go up as the next turtle of the game already coming up soon.
Yeah, it's going to be coming up pretty soon. The score sits at 1-1 right now. And with it, not much goal lead just yet. But, sorry. You know, that the one in the Dawn of Unity in the middle, it's keep catching my attention. I guess it's nice. It catches your attention and knows which, tournament it is. Noah going to be getting the level 4 power spike right now. Claude has been ahead of him a little bit so far. But let's just see. Turtles spawned in, but yet no contention just yet. Interesting, but looks like we're going to be seeing the engage pretty soon. Fiend, wow, Travis Scott reference. And on this side we have Show Mage. But, oh, okay. Blazing Duet.
Yeah, the man. A lot of it damage onto Noah. Still tries to do something right there. And here comes the CC, which the Claude cannot sustain. And another kill in the hands of Noah. But look at the hard guard coming up. A lot of damage coming in with the ultimate from the Pain. The shots are there though. And Minotaur will be paying for the life as Pain gets that kill on Show Mage. And with this, the jungler down. Easy lord for the turtle for the Lancelot. And look at the way the Boksha is getting zoned away. And I would say Esmeralda might next be on the chopping block, get sandwiched between 3 people, and easy turtle for Pain right there, all alone in that area. Bad Baksha. Pain, okay, Minotaur as well as Pain. They just decide to give up for now.
Yeah, they decide to give up for now, but the fact that they have 4 kills against THB, it just goes to show that they are really willing, they are really eager to go for this one with it. But let's just see, right now they have 1000 gold lead. Oh, Noah also took a lot of damage from that Blazing Duet of Leon S. Kennedy. Wow, Resident Evil reference. Wow, everybody's just referencing everything. I can reference something, but yeah, I won't do that for now at least. Because this is just the day 1 of our on-stream games. And it feels really nice that this is starting from round of 32, where most of these teams have already fought their way in. But so far, rotations wise and everything, nothing much to say. At least for now. We'll have to wait out.
Yep, definitely. And I would say this Guinevere in the early game actually making a lot of difference because she baits out those Purifies. And with this, the way she's camping, that's also something I really love. And the way she's even providing that zone. And although that EXP lane matchup, I really wasn't expecting the Uranus pick out there because against Nesma, it's like she will be just healing, you'll also be healing. So a way to do sustains out there. But then again, though I would say Ray, that Angela's hard guard coming up so soon, is that even in those team fights, especially when there is a Kunivir and there is a Purify getting baited away left and right. But okay, never mind that. Look at the ultimate coming in once again. A lot of damage coming in from the Blazing Druid too. And with this here getting taken down, another kill as Roam for a Roam is getting traded away, but a double kill for Pain right there. Esmeralda all the way from the bot lane takes that one kill onto Noha, and with this Uranus joins in onto the fray. Does a little bit of damage and mobility due to the Angela. Will Arthur be able to escape? But no, he will not be seeing the light of dawn. And with this sandwich between three people, the last man standing, it will not be enough. But look at the damage from the Esmeralda, and FaZe needs to hurry up and move away and just to dash away. But with this, once again, the heart cut is already up. And they're still not stopping those team fights. As the way they're getting zoned away is crazy. And with this, once again, knockup coming in. Shin needs to just dash away with the skill. And with this, Uranus still standing tall. Esmeralda goes in, jumps in once again. Low on mana though, might look for the retreat. But with this, look at the way Noha with the ultimate just trying to take down the Lord. But he is pretty safe right now with the hard guard coming in once again. And once again, the knockup comes up along with the ultimate from the Pain. A lot of damage sustained by these people. I mean, how much sustain do these people even have at this point? But the turtle is already up. The dance is already started. Esmeralda jumping in along with the Uranus once again. Shin in a really low HP trying to heal Aisha Mage, but he is still getting zoned away hard by the Uranus. And with this, just look at the knockup coming in once again from the Guinevere. And finally, Nucleus and Pain coming in back up. But Shin gets taken down. Should I use a chance to just recall and get some health back up? And with this, the contention for the turtle up once again. Pain in a very dicey situation uses up the ult, uses up the flicker, moves away, but look at the speed up coming in from the Uranus and still doesn't want to let them back off. Gets that blue, gets that purple with the knockup once again from the Guinevere. And with this, the Blazing Duet also comes up. A lot of damage sustained left and right. And Nathan trying to do something out there. Doesn't have much of equipment though. And the hard guard coming in class once again, but Noah will be paying for it. Meanwhile, Esmeralda just gets straight up with Nathan. And with this, the turtle though, once again a lot of damage, and the Minion Fury onto three members right there, and Pain grabs onto the turtle though. With this, once again, it's the third ult from the Pain, and still surviving with that hard guard is amazing. It's crazy. In the box shot, still trying to provide that anti-heal. The knockups coming in once again. Look at the damage coming in from the Pain, and Aisha Mage will be getting taken down right there. And with this, just look at the way Arthur gets taken down. The next one to fall in that fray. A double kill for the Lancelot. And meanwhile, just look at the way two turrets already traded off Ray.
Very extremely extended engage that kept on going and going and going. Like, it took longer than Noah's Ark to be made, because look at that. There's also Noah, right? That's why I made that reference. But that was a whole that was so long, bro, because it went from 5 minutes to, like, that was a 2-minute engage non-stop. One, like, they die, they come back, they die, they come back. They kept on going and going until it felt like it would never end. But finally, they got the turtle, and with it, the side of 5 violent singles. They're going to be moving ahead with, of course, how much is that? 5,000 gold lead. Almost. Oh, into the top lane. Look at that engage.
Blazing do it, but he will be falling. But a lot of damage coming in from the native. The hard guard is not able to keep up with the sustain as Arthur gets the Cuniver, and with this Shane will be paying as Noah's damage is way too much. Esmeralda trying to sustain, might get that last hit. That is a double kill for Noah. And with this team, red team, they are doing pretty well, I would say.
I mean, they're trying to 60, 70, that's almost 11 kills. 7,000 gold lead into the hands of 5 violent singles. I know THP is one of the known teams, but right now, this unknown team is kicking their everything, you know? Not just one part, but every part. 5 parts, of course, because it's 5 men. But, damn. What was that? Minotaur shut down? I think that is a mistake from Uranus, but yeah. Still gonna be okay. They're still pretty ahead. They have 10 kill advantage, 6,000 gold lead into the table. But that shutdown was uncalled for. But let's see. Do they want to go in? Looks like a possible engage.
And the knockup coming in from the Guinevere, manages to move away, but it's straight off as Minion Fury gives 3-man knockup right there, and Nicholas will finally be falling. And once again, a lot of knockup, and Noha forced to use up that flicker, but one spit from the pain shows you your position, and you are taken away from the land of dawn. A triple kill for Aisho, mate, and suddenly this might even be a maniac unless Pain decides to just dash it off. Will he be able to do so? Uranus comes into clutch, manages to back them off, zone them away. Unfortunately, no maniac for him right now. When Claude needs to run away, he does have the second skill to just dash away, but will it be enough? Will he be able to do so? Because Uranus doesn't want to stop the chase. He is hungry for that kill.
Yeah, 10-19 score, 10 minutes into the game, 5,000 goal lead still persisting, but it's pretty clear that THP is slowly creeping up back, but they have to creep up back a little bit more faster. Okay, Nicholas, his squad is called IQ, and the other side have IQ is cooking, wow. But oh, look at that.
3-man stun coming in from the Esma, but here comes the whales, and along with that, the 3-chain stun as the Minotaur also uses up that ultimate with a lot of damage coming in from the blazing to it, but he will be paying it off as Noah gets taken down, but a shutdown for Pain as Aisho mates will be paying for it. Meanwhile, Team Singles getting pushed back. All of a sudden, Pain might get stuck there, gets stunned by the Baksha, still manages to move away though, and with this once again, the Uranus coming in, Clash trying to zone away, trying to do a lot of damage, and Pain follows up a kill launched in by Arcean, and the Revitalize wasn't much of a help. I think the anti-heals finally doing their magic. Look at the sustain from the Uranus. A lot of tankiness coming in from it, and Arthur will be paying for it as the cleanup job is in the hands of the Lancelot. Esmeralda though, all the way near the top, trying to just maybe split push for now, because Team Singles suddenly, who were on the back foot, suddenly are in the front foot, and easy load for them.
Yeah. This is gonna be an easy secure, no competition given from the hands of THB TK by, and with it, one Lord getting taken down into the favor, of course, none other than 5 Violent Singles, 5 VS, okay, I'll just call them that. And you know, you just noticed, right, that, yeah, look at that, IQ. Their squad is IQ, and the other side has IQ is cooking. What a faded matchup, man. But yeah, with it, hey, Uranus very ahead. Might get taken down here. Yep, he's getting taken down. But Angela Hardguard.
Oh, and the 2-man lockup coming in. A lot of CC from there, but Aisha's mate will be paying us a lot of damage from the Nathan. Look at his positioning in a very good position out there. A double kill for him, a triple kill for him. Will it be a maniac? As Arthur
Yes, it
barely
is.
surviving, and yes, gets taken down. 3 for a complete wipe out, and it is a savage for the Nathan. Oh my god. With this is the final march. No one to sustain. The lane is there, the minions are there, the base is getting locked up, and with this, there is nothing which they can do, Ray.
That was a nastiest savage, because I did not expect that to come out of, like, that was so sudden. I know Nathan has damage, I know Nathan can do that, but wow, it just came out of the left field. Suddenly, it's a triple, it's a maniac, and boom, it's a savage. Wow. Great job.
You know,
This is looking really hard for THB. Really hard for them.
well, definitely. And you know what surprised me, Ray, is that even though there was a Uranus and an Esmeralda, somehow Esmeralda couldn't do anything. The way Uranus was sustaining with that hard card was crazy.
Yeah, I honestly think this Angela low-key very broken. I mean, she is broken, but like some people do think you can try to counter it. On paper, it makes sense. Shield, Esma counters shields, but just like Esma cannot exactly counter the Harriet 100%, I think it's the same applies to the current Angela. Her shield spam is just so high. The heals are just so much. She even has the anti-heal, of course. IQ is cooking actually went full tank build, but even then he could not sustain. That's just insane. Wow. It's going to be looking interesting what can happen into the game number 2. Can it be a sweep? Can THB can make a comeback? But I think we're just going to straight up go into that game number 2 draft any second, and we will find out soon enough that what will happen in this second match in this best of 3 series. I'm really looking forward. 5 Violent Singles, they just came out of nowhere and suddenly they're so strong. Wow. They just made THB look like a weak team. That's an impressive feat right there.
Definitely. And I'm still just thinking about what went wrong, because of course, there were extremely prolongated team fights happening. It's like they didn't want to stop. I just die, revive, come back, fight, die, revive. But there was this pendulum rate. There was like one one team goes up, and then that same team goes for the back foot. The other team is in the front, then it's for the back. But then, yeah, that's how it just changed everything. And I would say I would consider that the on point crowd control coming in from the Guinevere, as well as the front lining done by that Uranus was something. And of course, even Mino, like, I would say Team TKY had more crowd control, but somehow Nathan, if you do see his positioning, I would say that positioning takes the MVP.
Absolutely. That positioning will take their MVP. And it's just, I think Nathan has to get banned this game, or at least respected. But ladies and gentlemen, we dive into the second match of this best of three between Five Violent Singles and Thick Ham High. Five Violent Singles right now leading with 1 match point. It can be a clean sweep right now. It's going to be interesting. Persian, do let me know. Do we have more matches after this one? Or is this the last one? Okay, this is going to be the last game if this becomes a sweep. So, let's see. Thikepai, can you make it a game 3? Or Five Violent Singles? They just, become a team that you cannot take in. Of course, your cast is myself, Ray, and I'm joined by Asuya. Next time, do join me on camera.
Well, definitely, if you let me know, I will be there on the camera.
I mean, if
I-
I'm casting,
I-
I always cast on cam. You won't ever catch me as a 2-dimensional picture. Because my waifu is 2-dimensional. If I also become 2-dimensional, like at that point, what is it? At
No, Ray, I know that's not the reason. I just want to show off to Zushin to everyone and intimidate
yeah.
all the girls
To be
away.
fair, everybody knows even my pictures have Zushin behind them. I have on every.
Damn,
Yeah.
what can I say? And I'll just repeat the same thing which I said in the beginning. Maybe this is why all the girls are getting scared away or maybe intimidated away.
Them. All you gotta do is just put on that wig, guys. Yeah, anyways, bans are coming in. Why did they ban the Bane though? I think the Bane wasn't an issue. If anything, Bane was the reason they lost. Why? Bane's not the fastest jungler. And with the recent buff, he's more suited to be a magic damage dealer. And I can't recall which magic jungle is good right now, except for Guinevere. Yeah, actually there's not magic junglers, right? Most of them, I mean, Baksha does not exactly constitute as a, magic jungler. It's mostly been physical lately, but yeah, here comes the fish into the hands of Fiend. Can we see another fish?
You want a Kalia?
Yeah, bro. Double fish
A
combo.
fish versus fish. So people like sumo, people like wrestling, people like WWE, and ladies and gentlemen, Ray enjoy fish fighting.
Fish fighting. that sounds nice. Fish fighting, guys. Fish fighting. I mean, if you play other games, the fish ladies are always fine. To be fair, like fish lady basically means mermaid. Mermaids are supposed to be like technically mermaids actually, they constitute as a siren. The ones that lure you in with their beauty and their beautiful voice. I wonder if Kadita is one. Huh. I think Kadita. To be fair, I think developers did not intend her to be a siren, but mermaids are siren. But yeah, I think we can get into that discussion later on. On the other side, though, we do get a circus girl. That is going to be the CC with the Yo-Yo Blitz. They also get the Baksha this time around. But they got the Baksha last time as well, right? It did not work out that much. Let's see what happens this game. Lapu and Expork. Damn. True damage already.
Yep. Wait, I would say right now, singles draft really looks good to me, especially considering that Karita is one of my favorite mage picks in the season. And, people love Sushin. They love picking her because, of course, she is way too OP in the early. People love playing the Farsa. People love playing the Karita. One of the underrated mages, though, who has a lot of damage, I would say, and works really fine against these tanky junglers, is the so if Team TKY goes for a Eve, I would say it can change the tides of this battle, which actually look to be more in the favor of Team Singles right now. Because in the early raid, that Firaga armor is really easy to pop down, and if it's an expert on the jungle, you might just remove him single-handedly from that competition of the turtle by just taking down that armor.
Absolutely. It's one of the main things, main caveats of the Xborg. His main strength is his main weakness, and Eve is one of them that can bully it to the max, especially with the recent buffs that Eve have received. She is just nasty. And I think the first idea of the Eve when they released was her to be a zone out and like pew pew damage, It's in like she just deals small amount of damage and pokes you. But have you seen the damage from her first skill? It's absolutely disgusting. It feels like it's
Insane.
Eudora's first skill or something with the passive. It is so high that you can actually take down a freaking Baxia in the early game. Like, I could not have ever imagined that Eve would have enough damage to take down a freaking Baxia, but she does right now. She can. If you underestimate her, her first skill just scaled off so insane. It is actually one of the strongest bursts in the game, I think. Like on a skill, not in the other ways, guys.
Eh, It's not even about the damage, it's about the cooldown. It's 1 second cooldown in the late game.
Yeah,
So
it
you can
just
continuously
poke.
spam it, and she gets the movement speed, you can't catch her. She gets the shield, you can't kill her.
Yeah, she's actually really insanely strong. And then one of the reason I think in MPL as well as for major teams, top teams, they always ban out the Eve or pick her because she's a very strong contender. I'm actually surprised 1-1 got left out open for so long. But to be fair, I think, last game we also saw Xborg ban because I think, and Kadita ban. These two were banned out. I was confused why. But makes sense. I think 5 violent singles, they have people who really love these heroes. What is happening to my freaking hair, man? But anyways, they ban out the fish. I knew it. Double fish is too hard to deal with, because fish is a.
Unfortunately,
Huh?
no fish versus fish for you, Ray. No fish we fish.
I like both fishes together. They make everything wet in the land of dawn. Really nice. Damp. Yeah, damp, guys. Not damn, damp.
Okay. Okay, Ray really likes. Never mind. But with this, all the bans already set up. Eve getting banned away, I would say definitely a wise choice for them. And of course, although in the EXP lane, I would say CC, though she's kind of a queen. But then again, you should never underestimate if the Lapu Lapu is good. He might even outplay you. So really need to be careful, especially with those ultimate and stun with the bravest fighter. Nathan also needs to be careful. So if he just waits for Nathan to use up his ult and then goes in with the flicker and stun, then I would say Nathan kind of finished for them.
Nathan is really good in this game, but oh wow, they pull up back with the Guinevere again. But this time, she's the roamer, and that 100% win rate. And that just goes to show. And this time, it is 1 second. Why did I just noticed something? Why did you guys ban out the Granger? Because Granger cannot buy Wind of Nature against the Nathan, so you can kind of win against the Granger. But what is this? Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay. Thankfully that was a glitch, because if it wasn't a glitch, I would think I was going back to the dark system in the ranked games, guys, because I don't want to be reminded of that. But anyways, Valentina popping in. Valentina will copy whose ultimate? Xborg and Lapu. Not bad ultimates, not bad. Can't copy Kadita. Kadita without the knock-up is kind of pointless. You can copy, I guess.
well, I would say not much to copy here. Could have gone in for something else. Maybe a Farsa. At least they could have burst and burst poke kind of composition from their side. Because Valentina, though pretty good in the early, the damage kind of falls down towards the late game. And she is pretty mobile. She can move away, dash away, but then you really need a mage who gives something, right? You want her to give either the crowd control or you want her to give some damage. But towards the late, she will fall off among all of that.
Absolutely. And with it, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, of course, the Land of Dawn for the Dawn of Unity tournament. Pretty nice that we have 2 Dawns right now. But with it, we're going to be going into the second match of this best of 3 series for 5 violent singles, this time on the blue side, and THP on the red side. 5 violent singles already have 1 point, and this can be a sweep for them. But let's see if THP can stop it. Here, Costas, myself, Ray, and I'm joined by Asuya. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LAN qualified round of 32. So every team right here can get that spot, and they have to fight in for it. Let's just see how it goes.
Definitely. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Lapu Lapu will be kind of maybe struggling against the CC until he gets that level 4. But let's just see already the lethal contest up there. The knockup coming in from the Gunniver, but the revitalize getting popped up just to barely survive by the Minotaur. And the damage from the Valentina, nothing much to show there. The first blood already in the hands of Nicholas once again, rocking the Angel on in the previous game, this time rocking with the fish.
Fish. First blood, Fish gets the first blood. Pretty nice. And the one who, of course, gets taken down is Dishin. Pretty funny. You know, the way Gatot is weak to magic, it's just really insane. He has to prioritize that magic as soon as possible. But yeah, with it, Noah. Oh, okay. A mistake from Noah. Wanted to take down, but instead, oh, Fiend. There we go.
Oh, gets that kill, gets the trade off, but once again Valentina with the Xbox out takes the trade back as Zigzag though falls off too. Meanwhile, Lapu all the way from the top lane, the first turtle already coming up, but I would say the red team TKB actually performing well right now, but Karita already getting that level 4, so someone needs to be careful. She goes in with the knockup, ultimate, and with this, it is the Valentina who manages to just move away, a waste of an ultimate. Same goes for the bravest fighter with a flicker onto the Valentina, really low HP, gets taken down by them, and with this the revitalize coming up in handy just to heal them back up. The knockups once again, and Arthur gets taken down once again with the figured out the armor and the ultimate. Fane gets that turtle.
Absolutely. 4-2-3 under 3 minutes, but you can clearly see Noah has that advantage over Leon. Look at the damage. Leon, just one hit away from getting taken down. 4-3 score right now. 1000 goal advantage into the favor of 5 violent singles. If you look at into the XP lane, Lapu is of course struggling a little bit, but wow, what's happening into the bottom lane? Gatot almost getting taken down here. Dishin gets taken down.
One hit. A lot of damage even from the Habit right now, and I would say the Nathan really needs some farm before he can start melting people down, but we do see a good engage might come up because people are there near the bush. Valentina, maybe she knows. She's almost sandwiched out there.
I think she's... Where's the backup though? Gatot should be coming in. 2000 goal lead into the hands of violent singles, despite the fact there's not many kill difference, but the fact that they're really creating the difference in the map. Oh, Petrify gets faded out. Eve, was that a Purify? No, that is a Valentina. What the hell am I talking about? I'm still thinking about Eve, my bad. But yeah. Valentina is gonna be hard to catch, right? They should be targeting someone else, but oh, it's broke into mid lane. Can he get someone? No, he does not get anyone just yet. Win condition though. Again, it's a marksman versus marksman matchup, but if the Valentina can copy an Xbox Ultimate, they can create a window for Nathan to dish out the maximum damage. They have to focus on Fiend, Firaga armor. It has to go down faster. If not, those team fights are going to be really gnarly for them. Because look at Arthur, he's the jungler and he's the tank as well. Frontliner, especially being on a Baxia, has to watch out his movements. But Dishin with the poke, zigzag, will go back. Turtle spawned in. Let's see what will happen. On the bot side though, Leon gonna be getting a few gold points from them. But yeah, turtle fight, look at that. Engage, is that a one?
Okay, Raka coming in once again along with the rock waves. A lot of damage also sustained by that revitalized ban. With this Baksha, cannot escape pain. And with this another knockup coming in, uses up that vengeance, but the rock waves is on cooldown. And with this I would say team TKB once again with the upper hand near the turtle. And yep, with this, Karela just waiting for her ultimate. The knockups from Zigzag is actually, really hard to watch out against because a lot of initiations from this Guniver is actually proving for the favor for the side of Team TKB. But
yeah. Isomage gets that enchanted talisman. We'll be getting a good amount of crowd call reduction. But is it going to be enough though? Because so far, Isomage on the Valentina. Oh, he's got 2 kills. And okay, he gets that armor as well. But better watch out. He gets taken down. So it went to waste. Or is it? Fane gets taken down. So, whoa, that was a good save. Wow.
What a beautiful 2-man knockup. And the third man just enters into the fray himself. Nathan needs to move back for now. And with this, once again, team singles getting that pendulum, getting the grasp of the game once again. Might go in for the blue, but might be cooking something out there. Needs to back out for now. And with this, the first year from the mid lane, opening up the map for themselves.
It's pretty funny that they're violent singles and you said third man entered. It really feels very different, right? With the context. But looks like Nathan is the one getting 3 people on top of him and gets taken down. But oh, Kadita, that is a close one. Survived it. But for how long? Oh, she actually survived it. Really good job. Instead, Zigzag is the one becoming that martyr. But on top lane, look at that. They get another turret. That's 2 turrets compared to 0 for the side. And Fiend coming in as well.
Oh, a lot of damage from Fane. A lot of true damage might use up, might look that ultimate. But the summon force onto the Valentina. She does have the last insanity, but will she be able to survive? But no, it will not be enough. As it will be one original, authentic export taking down the fake export. That's why, guys, always be original.
It is pretty funny. The previous game I casted the Valentina always won. The clone actually won out from the original. So I guess it depends, guys, if your clone is enhanced clone or like. But anyways, whoa!
Oh.
That Guinevere, damn, making those plays.
Her plays for the game's really amazing, and with this Arslan will be paying up. With this, a lot of damage. Also, the rough waves is on the cooldown, but Fane, the third turtle of the game, the final turtle also into his hands. He is doing pretty well onto that jungle since his teammates are pretty good with those engages. But Aisho Mage, I would say he should just move away from the export because he has already learned that lesson. That nearing an export might lead to his death.
Absolutely. And I also, one thing I really like is the fact that, his name is Fiend, like the song Fiend. You can just spam it, I guess. You don't know probably. It's a brain rot meme song, but yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, you know, good job. But oh, mid lane, looks like that's a good window of opportunity for them to just dive in right now. Lapu Lapu has the Bravest Fighter. Guinevere has the Violet Migration. Let's see. Do they go? I think they can go in. But why are they hesitating? Let's see.
Maybe because they are near the turret. The second tier, you really do not want to take up a lot of true damage from the turret, but with this, the second tier from the bot lane will be traded out once again. The AOG might consider dropping in onto the Harith. He uses not the Aegis, he's onto the Aegis, but a lot of damage coming up. 2 men knock up from the Guinevere, gets that turret damage, gets taken down, and with this last insanity, he does have the immortality. He does have 3 lives for now, so it might be good for the side of team. Take a while to retreat for now, but Nicholas looking for some flanks, looking for the knockups, but Valentina just dodges it away. And the CC also in a pretty low HP, everyone needs to move away. 1 kill for them, although they managed to keep that turret safe, but was it worth it?
Yeah. And right now, okay, 14-7. I'm trying to see if a comeback is possible actually. I think the Nathan can still do something. A difference can still be made into their hands, but when, it's gonna be the main question. So far though, Lord's gonna be spawning in. X4 will most likely get it because Arthur is not in any position to go for it. Wow, Zigzag almost gets melted, but he survived. 1 HP clutch. Dodging it away with that, of course, gravital migration. And AOG though comes in.
Once again, but the zone doesn't actually connect. But the Bravest Fighter, the stun onto Arthur, manages to move away. So the 3-man knockup coming in from the Kadidas. This is the Guinevere. A beautiful combo coming up right there, and Shin gets taken down. And with this, Zaman Force being popped up. Cooking needs to move back. Manages to just flee for now, but the Lord in the hands of Team Singles right now. Nathan trying to do something, doesn't have enough farm, doesn't have that attack speed, cannot melt down anyone. And with this, even the buffs are gone, the purple, the red, already everything taken away. But the Lapu goes in once again with the stun, and the Purify being used up by Nathan manages to move away. King gets cooked right there with the true damage coming in from the export. The Holy Shield gets toppled down. Lord marching down from the bot lane, might look for a sink. Although I think they will be able to defend it.
Yeah, I think so as well. Let's just see. 70-7 score. Goal lead of around 7,000 to 8,000 being built up here. That's almost a snowball. But Lord coming down on the bottom lane, it's a saving grace. They have that Holy Shield, and the Holy Shield can easily stop the Lord. Melt down to its 20% HP only. So that is something that they can do right now. But let's look Okay, bravest fighter.
Oh, beautiful flicker and stun connecting onto two people, and with his last insanity, same goes for the Valentina. Manages to move away for now, but the middle lane innovator falls down from the hands. Meanwhile, just look at the way they're encroaching upon the territory. A lot of damage coming in from Nova too at this point. NEXUS, you cannot stop him. He has the immortality, has a lot of life, has a lot of sustain, and with this whole 3 tiers. Final inhibitor is gone. Might look for the final push out there. We just need one push, one play, but the AOG dropping down. The Revitalize is there to protect Shin, though. Meanwhile, just look at Nicholas getting taken down right there by the Valentina, but the knock coming in from the Gunny where it takes down Kennedy. And with this, the base, his HP is also getting locked down. The double kill for the Valentina, but it will not be able to do any fruitful result as it is a game
bad.
taken away by singles. Clean sweep.
My bad. I was actually checking out something. Sorry about that one. Anyways, damn. I was checking the chat actually into the stream. I hope you guys are active, man. But anyways, I actually thought that was defendable. That's why I actually surprised. Looks like it was not. Wow. What just happened? Damn.
Zigzag
I need a
happened.
I need a
Happened.
recap. I need a recap. Just a quick. Okay, I will do a recap really quick. But damn. No, bro. I ain't chatting. Actually, I will tell you. Wait. That Lord was not defendable. Damn. I mean, that engage was beautiful from the Lapu Lapu, but wow. Overall, this is a clean sweep. So congrats to the side of Violent Signals. If I'm not wrong, if this is an elimination round, they're going to be going into the top 16. So congrats to you guys. You're closer to the LAN qualifiers than ever. I mean, this is a LAN qualifier, but we're basically qualifying for the LAN, which is, of course, going to be happening with the finalists of the Dodoma Showdown and the female tournament as well. So we're going to be looking forward to that. But with it, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're done with tonight's matches, but do tune in tomorrow on, of course, God of Death, this YouTube channel, and we'll be back tomorrow. So good night, take care, and of course, we'll be back with Dawn of Unity, round of 32 matches. Hello.
In the land where legends rise, battles fought beneath the skies, heroes gather side by side. In the dawn of unity, we take pride. Raise your banners, let them fly. For glory and honor, we reach for the sky. With every clash and every fight, we'll stay